Hello, hope you're doing fine. I'm doing good too. So, today we are going to learn verses 21 to 24. Hmm? Before that, someone wanted to know if the presence of Guru puts the disciple into dhyana, then why are so many teachers since the beginning of time forcing us into pratyahara कि साधना करो ये करो वो करो आसन लगाओ. Why are they doing this? So the reason is gurus of the Jnana Yoga path are a bit different. They are a bit different. There is absolutely no one greater than Maharishi. If you read Ramana Gita, last verse of Ramana Gita, you will see how a Jnana Yogi can give boons. So they have the ultimate knowledge. They are forever fixed in the self. But at the same time, they can also command supernatural powers. Whereas the other gurus, they may have siddhis, they can have siddhis, but they will always be dependent on other people to watch them perform their siddhi. Huh? But a jnana yogi, even after having so much power, they can literally bend space and time. They can create new timelines. They can write your future. They can extend their hand and write a different destiny. That's divine intervention. And when universe observes such kind of an activity, it sees the energy signature of the jnani. Oh, Guru is here. Because they are one with the universe. So whatever changes they are making, and they are not even doing it voluntarily. It is happening because of their presence. And if someone's destiny has to be changed, कर्मा या तो काटना है या बढ़ाना है. Then a jnani has his or her own techniques. Female gurus have their own techniques because female gurus are working on different things. Male gurus work on different aspects of the ego. For example, a male guru can ask a disciple that you should drop all vasanas, including lust. A male guru can teach a male disciple that you should drop all your vasana. Hmm? But a female guru can literally transform your lust. A female guru can actually put so much pressure upon you because you are attracted to the guru. Mind is naturally attracted to authority. That's how we have been conditioned. You will see someone in authority and you will start to experience attraction. Now the female guru can literally transform your ego energy into soul energy because you are sending lust. You can't stop it. You can't stop the mind. Mind is spinning and spinning and spinning, creating fantasies, daydreaming, this and that and this and that. Guru knows everything. So now when you are sending the energy, what's actually going to happen is, first of all, your fantasy will never come true because you are dealing with a guru who has arrived at brahmacharya. Women are less sexual in comparison to men, and when a woman becomes guru, when all the vasanas are quenched, killed like this, then no matter what you try, no matter how much energy you send, and no matter how much you try to manifest a reality where something is happening, it will never transpire. It will never happen. So, whatever energy you are sending, Guru will receive it. Female Guru receives it. Then it is getting transformed gradually. Energy will be transmuted. Because after a while, your mind will be like, I can't take this anymore. I have had so many fantasies. Now I need to see something happening in reality. So when you go in front of the Guru, you start to shiver because now mind got dominated. Once the mind gets dominated, how will you expect the Guru to fall in love with you or to experience attraction towards you? You have been emasculated. So the only way to deal with such a Guru is to see her as your mother, not as your wife, not as your girlfriend, not as your potential, whatever, affair partner, whatever you may call it nowadays. So you will keep on sending lustful energy, and your lust will be converted into love. Love for the mother, which is the Guru. Male gurus cannot do this. Why? Because women generally are less sexual in comparison to men. So if a male guru has, imagine they have 50,000 female devotees or female disciples. And these women are sending lustful thoughts because they can't control their mind. Now what will happen is male guru will also transmute the energy, ego energy, into love energy and give it back to you. So each time you are sending energy to the guru, your ego is getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. But the amount of and the intensity of lust women experience towards the guru is very less. It's very weak energy. But the lust men experience, it's very strong. So now this strong lustful energy is not being received by male gurus because you are attracted, majority of men are attracted to women. So when a female guru is available, men become brahmachari because no matter what you do, you cannot sleep with her. Sex is used as a pralobhan. Your mind was wandering and Guru noticed it, and the only way to make a path into your mind was through lust. So Guru used that way. So when you meet a female guru, you will see they are very attractive. And it's a pralobhan. I'm telling this directly. It's a pralobhan. You will be pulled. कि हाँ भाई आइए, हो सकता है आपका चांस लग सकता है, ज़रूर आइए. फिर तुम एड़ी चोटी का जोर लगाओगे, हर पैंतरा तुम्हारा हारेगा. And at the end, mind will get so frustrated. After years, मैंने इस लड़की को मैनिपुलेट करने की इतनी कोशिश की, झांसे में लेने की, फंसाने की इतनी कोशिश की. हार गया मैं. So when the female guru is on the scene, men actually become brahmachari. Female gurus are more dangerous than male gurus. Male gurus do not work on lust, on the lust within disciples, male or female. They will work on it, but little bit. It is the destiny of the female gurus to extract lust out of you. So, sex is used as a pralobhan. Then the guru sees, मन तुम्हारा फंसा या नहीं फंसा. जब प्रलोभन दिया गया, मन फंसा या नहीं फंसा. Why do you think that Mirabai and I forgot the name, Akka Maheshwari, Lal Ded, these kind of women, another one is Rabia. My God, these women, they transformed men into sages. Women gurus are more dangerous because they capture your mind so easily. Beauty has power, right? And this beauty will overwhelm the mind. You won't be able to think of anything else. Once you see a female guru, your game is over. Now you belong to the Guru. And even after meeting the Guru, if you are allowed to go into the world, if you are allowed to have affair, be very cautious. It's just a trap. You will never find peace. You will never find peace. So, women guru produces more sages than male gurus. And this is not about competence. This is because of the structure of society. You have given so less freedom to women. You have tried to trap women so harshly and to keep them limited that कोई एक भी ऐसी महिला आपको दिखती है ना जो सबसे अलग होती है, you get obsessed with her. Naturally, it happens naturally. So now imagine a woman who is a jnana yogi, jnana guru. How much pull would she be having upon you? And you think the guru doesn't know how attractive the guru is? Hmm? This is the reason why female gurus only focus on themselves, even the male gurus as well. But the female gurus know that they have already captured everyone's mind. So Akka Maheshwari, when she is walking around naked on the streets in the 12th or 14th century in South India, she is walking naked on the street, and she knows that everyone is going to think about her, especially the men. So what is she doing? She is attracting the men. Now you will say, what kind of a woman is that? We will never accept her as our guru. Who cares? No one cares about your opinion. Who are you? What have you achieved in life? What have you done? Can you control your stick? Then keep your mouth shut. Guru will speak. Good boy. Now, Guru knows that minds have been captured. Now, through the metaphysical realm, mind will be put into pratyahara. Then dharana. And if the disciple is worthy, if the disciple is advanced, he will be pulled out of Raj Yoga Marg and pushed into Jnana Yoga path. So just as Raj Yoga has eight stages, Jnana Yoga has 7 stages. Subhecha, Vicharana, Tanumanasi, Padartha Bhavna, Turyam. Like this, there are 7 stages. So Guru's mind, which has already been annihilated by the source, hmm, it is being operated by divine forces. Guru is just a vessel. So now you may think, oh, we will never respect such a guru, a woman who attracts men and this and that. You have absolutely no idea what kind of luxury these women have, our gurus. Because of these gurus, there is the feminist movement. If these gurus were not here, women would be still being burnt openly. Hmm. Each and every disciple you see, a guru who has many disciples, male or female, that guru has defeated each and every disciple that you see. You think people will come to the guru like this? प्लीज़ हमें ज्ञान दीजिए, हमें शिक्षा दीजिए, हम सत्य को जानना चाहते हैं, सत्य को समझना चाहते हैं. You think everyone is coming to bow down? No, those kind of people are rare, very rare, who genuinely want to learn. Rest of the people who are coming, they come to test the guru. And you have absolutely no idea how many egos the guru have defeated. Guru has defeated so many egos that if she wants to stand on the mountain, she would be taller than Arunachala. So, sex is used as a praloban. And you give criticism to female gurus, but if female gurus are not here, your lust will never be transformed. Male gurus cannot perform that kind of intervention. Not because they are not competent, but because if they want to perform that kind of intervention, it will be a miracle. Just like Bhagwan performed a miracle on Annamalai Swami. But not all disciples deserve a miracle of this sort. So, female guru puts you on the path that you have to harness the full power of your Kundalini. You have to transcend lust into Vairagya. You know what actually happens? Men think, oh, she calls herself a guru. She's roaming around naked on the street. She's easy. I can have her and I will show everyone that she said no to everyone, but she slept with me. Then each and every man goes to our gurus, female gurus, and get defeated. Time after time after time after time after time, they get defeated. Then at the end, after years and decades of battling with the guru, their ego becomes so weak that they start to see the real form of the guru, which is the mother. Okay, let us start with our verses. I need some water. Okay, so now let us start with verse number 21. Idimaham pada bhikkyamanvaham ahami linike paye lay satya. Here Maharishi is saying that with the power of constant and steady investigation into the self, mind gets transformed. Same thing that we have been learning in the previous videos. That once you start looking at the ego, it stops to exist. The mind then transforms and becomes that Brahman. Mind becomes that. Currently, what is the problem? The problem is inquiry is not constant. It is not deep. So the best way to inquire is in your free time, first contemplate. Contemplate upon the feeling, the peace you experience during deep sleep. During deep sleep, what do you experience? That is the real you. In the absence of thoughts, that's what you feel all the time. So, how to come to this conclusion? That what I feel during deep sleep is the real me. How to come to this conclusion? So in Ramana Gita, Ramana Gita, somewhere in chapter 9, I guess, Maharishi is talking about how the mind goes into the heart during deep sleep. Because every night that happens. Every night we experience silence. When thoughts are extinguished completely. Right? But in the absence of thought, what we experience is peace, stillness. And in stillness there is calm, peace. So how is this phenomena occurring again and again every night? So Maharishi is saying that the individual consciousness, the ego, it submerges with the source during deep sleep every night. And then from there it comes out. The moment we wake up in the morning, it comes out. And then again starts to take control. Again says, I am this, I am that. Individual consciousness. Now, it's difficult to believe, है ना? Because you haven't experienced the heart, you haven't experienced sphurana. So how will you know there is something inside the chest? There's some cavity where the Supreme Being is residing, right? But what actually happens is mind with all its vasanas, it actually gets stored inside the heart. So there's another book, Mahayoga, the technique of Mahayoga, self-inquiry. Um, in that book, somewhere in the section where vasanas are mentioned, there you will find how thinking works, how the mind thinks. So generally, we think we are in control of the process of thinking, but it's not like that. We are only catching telepathic signals from people, from environment, from trees, plants, or maybe from just atmosphere. We are receiving signals, and then based upon our ego, based upon the desires of the ego decides which signal should be taken seriously. So same thought occurs within everyone. For example, imagine 10 people are sitting in front of me, and because because thought is being projected outside, 10 people will receive the thought. Now I am thinking everyone should be kind towards each other. Then I'm thinking, hmm, that money is the most important thing in the world. Then I'm saying, oh, physical beauty is extremely important. One should be like this, one should be like that, etc. etc. Like this, I am releasing 10 thoughts. Now, there are 10 people sitting in front of me. Not all of them are going to catch the same signal. They will receive it, but they will not start to think upon it. Because the moment you received a telepathic signal, if it is in alignment with the desires of your ego, the ego will start to think upon it. Ego decides. That's why it's so difficult to focus on shastras, to obey Guru's instructions. That's why it's so difficult. बहुत बहुत कम लोग कर पाते हैं, है ना? So then the thought occurred. Ego decided, yes, I am going to think upon this particular thought. I like this one. That's what I want to think about. So now ego is thinking and thinking. What happens is with each thought, there is an impression created in the subconscious mind. Then again, the ego will think about it. Then again, it will think about it. Then again, it will think about it. Similarly, the impression gets stronger and firmer within the subconscious. And this samskara, latent tendency, which just occurred inside of the subconscious mind, it gets stored in the heart. So Maharishi has said that just like a miser keeps all his money close, keeps his money to close proximity. Similarly, heart keeps all these desires, these vasanas within its closest proximity, inside itself. Heart keeps all these things inside. Are you getting it? Then now you will say, why is heart doing it? Why is heart, which is said to be so pure, it is the seat of Brahman. Why is heart holding on to vasanas? Why is the mind free and the heart is holding on to the vasanas? Because till now we have been thinking that heart is the place where there is purity. But in reality, the ego itself gets submerged in the heart. That's how pure the heart is. The entire ego goes into the heart again and again, again and again. And still, the heart doesn't lose its purity. It is the seat of Brahman. You see? So now, samskaras are created in the subconscious mind. Now, what will happen? Now, every time you experience one vasana and it gets quenched, now your mind is free for some time. So during that time, another vasana will come up. So, heart that is so pure, it carries the burden of the ego. So in deep sleep as well, every night the mind goes into the heart. Every night. If you want to read about this entire process of thinking and vasana, I'll mention a book in the description box below. Or maybe you can wait for some time. I'll start uploading content and literature on the website. There you can read about it. So that's why in this verse, Maharishi is talking about deep sleep. That the peace you experience during deep sleep, if you can remember it and you can feel it in the waking state, the mind will be transformed. So the energy that was going outside, it will be turned towards the source. You see, next. विग्रह इंद्रिया प्राणधीत महा नाहमेक का सत तज्जड़म हियासत. Maharishi is saying body, mind, senses, breath, sleep, all are insentient. Nothing is real. This is not you. Nahamek sat tajjanam. This real I is the only truth or reality. Neither the body, nor the senses, nor the vital air, nor breath, nor intellect, nor ignorance may be considered real, as they are all gross, inert, insentient, and illusory. So the peace you experience during deep sleep, if you can experience it in the waking state, what will happen is Sphurana will occur. You will be able to experience Sphurana. because Purna is happening even now. It is ever present. But you know how our mind hides Brahman. Hmm? Mind hides Sphurana. So, in order to know Sphurana, you will have to quieten the mind. Hmm? In the book Be As You Are, we already read this last year. I like that book. I like all books by Bhagwan. Majority of the books are such where his teachings are recorded. He hasn't written any book on his own. He was above all that. Then next, Sattva Bhasika Chitva Vetra Satya hi Chitya Hyaham. For knowing that which is, there is no other knower. This is the explanation. So simple. One liner. The knower is always one. When I am sitting in silence, there is only I. There is no you, no they, no he, no her. There is only I, and that I knows itself. You know the yogis, great yogis, they reside within the Sushumna channel. They do not reside in the mental realm. They do not reside in the channels related to the sense organs. For example, there is a channel for eyes, a channel for ears, for skin. Majority of the time, when we are receiving input from these sensory channels, that's where we are residing. But the moment Sphurana occurs, the moment mind gets fixed in the heart, what happens is now you are residing within the Amrita Nadi, Sushumna channel. So you already have very little space to move. So you can't really contemplate anything. And when the yogi is in samadhi, the mind is completely fixed on the heart. No movement at all. Not even within the Sushumna Nadi. So I have been telling you, right, that stillness, that stillness occurs when you are residing in the Sushumna channel. The moment you come out of it, you will be exposed to samsara. Mind will get active once again. So the knower is only one. Next is Isha Jivayo Veshadhi Vidaha Sat Swabhavataha Vastu Kevalam. There is no difference between the Jiva, which is the creation, and Ish, Ishvara, that is the creator. There is no difference. You are the creator. Hmm? It's just that your mind has been conditioned into believing that you're limitless, that you're limited. Mind is limited currently. The moment ego is killed and you see yourself everywhere. Hmm? So when I'm in Sushumna channel, there is very little movement, very little. And when I'm fixed at the heart, there is no movement at all. Hmm? In that stillness, I am completely aware that there is no difference between God and creation. Because ultimately, when we were created, when we created ourselves, we had that imprint, the soul. So, God cannot be something outside of us. Hmm? There is no substantial difference between the creator and the creation. Over. Today's session is over. I will see you in the next video, and that would be the last video in this series. And then we will conduct the website launch on 21st of July. Okay. Take care.